Alright guys, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. It is June and we got some work to do. So let's not waste any time and get started. Any contracts? What are we going to be going for? Spinach, no thank you. Spinach, no thank you. Wow. It's pretty dead right now. That's crazy. Water's good. It may be me doing a baling contract. That's what we may have to do to start it off. But let's start by getting the tractors out. All the productions are taken care of. You know what, we're just not even gonna waste time. We're just gonna do it. And when the time comes, we'll send our people out to do the other ones. And it is round. That is also round. Oh, we're gonna take both of those. Except right next to each other? Why would we not? That would be silly. Only thing is it does clog up 2 of the 3 spots for contracts, so. So it looks like I'm going to be the worker for this part. Because we don't have too much field work to do. Everything should be fertilized. We'll check that later on. It's still plenty of time. guys, I am finished with my portion. So we're gonna collect this. Unfortunately, there was a weeding contract that I tried to pick up, or I did pick up, but for some reason sometimes the tool I have that we use for weeding, it doesn't count. And he was working and no progress was being made, so I canceled that and had just sent him home. But sometimes, for whatever reason, it doesn't work. It doesn't work with the tool we have. Maybe it's because it's too good and works too quickly that they don't allow that. So let's get some gas. We do have somebody spraying some herbicide up there. Field 43, and he's just finished, but there aren't really any good contracts right now. There's a couple harvesting ones for spinach, but I don't have anything to harvest spinach, so we will not be doing that. Anyways, spinach ones are, to me, miserable. They're so slow. We'll see if anything else comes up. I'm sure there will be plenty. And we will go from there. There's definitely things we could do. Maybe we'll fill up the water the rest of the way on the greenhouses and things like that. Get the cows fed so we don't have to do that later. But we'll see. We will keep busy. We will check in with you guys in a little while. Alright guys, welcome back. Apparently I totally forgot that I had my whole field to mow. That's so focused on everything else, I forgot about what's going on here. So we are taking care of that. Did find out that the small tractor we have is becoming relatively useless. I know last month when I sent it out to mow, I thought it was because it was too much of an incline. But apparently that's not the case, because at our own field it couldn't even do it. So it's clearly a horsepower thing. And unfortunately the small tractor will be relegated to light duty of like fertilizing, pulling the fertilizer, the baler, the sprayer. So we may have to look into getting maybe another mid-sized tractor, maybe like the White or the Challenger, something like that. They're pretty, but they don't have anything to connect to the front, unfortunately. So that's something we may have to look, or not we may have to, we have to look into in the near future. Let's see what else is out here. All spinach, spinach, spinach. Not gonna happen. Weeding. Not gonna happen. Although that one we could send him to just to see what happens, since it's pretty close. But I think we're just gonna actually call him back. There is nothing. Call him back and have him wait for something good to open up. That bailing contract looks good, but we can't get robots to do bailing, unfortunately. So let's call back our friend over here. And then the small guy fertilizing, he's about to be done. We will also call him back. As we will continue plugging along, here we also have that silage to sell. I did forget about that as well. So that will be the next step once we get all this taken care of. Gotta ring the cash register a bit. Who's blocked? Come on, guys. No, they're moving. Must be a false alarm. So, we're just gonna let them go, let things play out, continue plugging away here, and we will definitely be checking back in with you guys in a little while, just to let you know if there's any more developments. Alright guys, we are plugging along here. Got all of the grass bales done. So just need to get those wrapped, then picked up. But before we do that, we're just gonna run these in to get sold. Ring that cash register once today. But we do need to really figure out this tractor thing. The fact that this small one is, I'm not gonna say useless. It's still gonna be able to do a bunch of the things around our farm, but as far as getting out and actually producing money, it's just not really capable of that unless it's a fertilizing contract or spraying. Otherwise, maybe it could do baling, but those are the ones where I need to be involved, and we want the robots to run these things. So either later this episode or maybe next one, we're definitely going to look into maybe getting a new Challenger or one of the whites, because I know those are pretty hefty on the horsepower. There's just no front hookup on them, as far as I believe, but they are reasonably priced. I believe you're probably looking for the souped up ones about 100. Maybe less, though. It should be less than 100. So that's something we gotta figure out. Because we will, if we don't have the money already, we will definitely have it by the end of next month. But that still depresses me that this one is kinda useless. I mean, seeing it plug along at like 3 miles an hour with both mowers on it, it's kind of depressing. But it'll still be good for the front loader and for all the various tasks in and around the farm, feeding the cows, lifting the pallets, loading the trailers. It can pull the trailers, which is a good thing. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Let's see, this guy's almost done with this contract. Is there anywhere else we can send him? And look, spinach, 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 spinach. People eat that much spinach? Jeez. I'm sick of seeing that word. Because that's all we got. That's really all we got. Looks like it might be light on the contracts this month. Unfortunately, we were not the contract killer this month. The contracts killed us. What can you do? You can't win them all. But yeah, that tractor thing is definitely the most important thing we need to handle going forward. And I'm also going to need to replace hours. And I don't know, do I want to replace it with the same thing? I mean, these tractors are cool, they ride nice, but they're severely underpowered compared to others. Like I think even the Challengers and the Whites have more horsepower than that poor little guy right over there on the right. Even those cheap, inexpensive Grady's and Challengers have more horsepower than this beautiful red and white beast. Because that one does have a pretty, well, I shouldn't say high, but it's getting up there in hours. I believe it's almost at 40. So I know they say, not necessarily that that's super high, but it's, come on, dude. Jeez, this thing always on the first one, it like forgets it's working and doesn't pick it up. But yeah, so we gotta figure that out. We will come back. We will figure that out. And I have a feeling it's gonna be one of the budget pleaser ones, because it's just gonna ultimately be beat on. And then we'll upgrade ours after that to a much nicer tractor, which we'll figure out which one that's going to be as well, because that one I have no idea about. But hang tight, guys, and yeah, we will be back once we conclude the day, or if anything else interesting happens along the way. Alright guys, here we are. Everything's all baled up, taken care of. Final step, I'm just going to put these on the trailer. And then the hay bales we're going to bring over towards the cows. And then that's probably going to do it for June. Next month we have some canola coming due. I believe 1 or 2 of the fields should be ready to go. So that should keep us busy for most of the day. And then we're gonna handle the tractor situation. I believe we started the month just shy of 50,000. We're at 80, so it's a good month, but that was not because of contracts, that was because of the silage. I think there was $15,000 in silage, so without that would have been a pretty quiet month contract wise. I mean, we probably only did about 6, something like that, maybe 7. They were all pretty on the lower end of the spectrum. I think the most we got one for was 4,000. We could have had one for like 6, but unfortunately it was one of those ones where the tool we have didn't work, I guess, for the weeds that they have growing. I don't get it, because it totally took the weeds up, but whatever. Wasted my time and my gas. And one final one. Should be, okay, 18 of them. And then what do we got? 1, 2, 4 of the smaller bales for hay. And we have plenty over there already. So that will be more than enough. So I think we are going to cut it off. We just got that. We just got to do. We just got to send this guy home. And then that'll be it for us. Alright, nothing left. Definitely may have to get a plow, or one of these subsoilers that you could use as a plow. I just gotta see, because I know I picked one, but it didn't work as a plow, it just worked as a cultivator. I wanted to merge fields, it wouldn't let me, so gonna have to see about getting one that actually does that. Or maybe just a regular plow, and we can have the workers do that, because I am definitely not going to be out there plowing, because that is like mind-numbing. It is such a tiny surface area it takes up. No thank you, don't have the patience for that. Collect this. And yeah, finishing the month at around 82. So again, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, we shall be back in July, where we actually have some harvesting to do, and take it from there. So have a great one. I am filming this on Christmas Eve. I'm sure this isn't going to come out, but just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you guys later.